2020.
Yeah, that's a lot. I would expect a Harris supporter to say something like that. So I have children. So one thing that Trump did was he doubled the child tax credit, which made where I got more money for having children.
Oh, so let's talk about that. So actually, the Harris administration wants to increase the child tax credit from $2,000 to $3,600.
No, that wasn't the question. No, you asked me why I like Trump.
Wait. I was responding to your point. You made a point, and then now I'm responding to it. Is that not fair?
Yeah, but this doesn't have nothing to do with Harris.
Well, yes, it does. The whole live is about whether or not you're voting for Trump or Harris.
Okay, all right, go. You asked me if I was supporting Trump.
So the Harris administration wants to put in a child tax credit that would increase it from $2,000 to $3,600, right? $1 a year per kid.
Okay.
Right? For kids under the ages of 5, which specifically reduced child poverty by 50% when implemented in 2021.
Yeah. Why hasn't she done that yet? Why hasn't she fought for that yet?
So again, she can only fight for that within the context of the legislative branch, which is set to renew the tax breaks in 2025. Like that's when they're gonna vote on policy for that specifically. But until then, they haven't been able to.
Well, okay, cool, good for her. I mean, that's great for her. But Trump has already done it, so she's following Trump's lead.
Actually, 2021 was under her administration with Biden.
Trump was
so she did do it,
dude.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that she didn't do it though, and she did more than Trump did. Not only that, but Trump, most of his tax cuts went to the top 1% and to the rich people of this country, the top 20%. So what you're not understanding is that quite literally, like the middle class is going to be significantly more positively impacted by the Harris administration comparative to the Donald Trump administration, because that's going to add to the debt $1.9 trillion. If you extend it even further, it's going to add $3.2 trillion to the debt, the extended Tax Cut and Jobs Act version. So if you want to add trillions of dollars to the debt, do what Donald Trump wants to do.
Hey, also, I just want to point it out here that historically speaking, right, we've seen presidents double the child tax credit every 10 years. So when the child tax credit was doubled in 2020, 2021 under the TCJA, yes, Trump did influence that to get passed. However, this is just following the historical trend set forth by Bush in 2001 with his Economic Growth and Tax Relief Reconciliation Act. And another point here is that, Kamala Harris is actually kind of stepping out of that historical pattern, saying no, like these families need even more money for their children, and that's what she's going to be fighting for in 2025.
So will Trump. Trump will be fighting for that too, though.
He's not going to be fighting for the same child tax credit. Actually, his tax policy is going to mostly benefit rich people.
Right, like in the
okay, well, hold on.
Charlotte, thank you for the $5. Thank you, Charlotte.
On the top 1%,
okay.
And then specifically speaking here, this footed a bill of like $1.9 trillion in debt-related spending onto the economy, and it's only led to like a greater income, greater income inequities, right? And this is specifically something that like Kamala Harris is going to be fighting against by advocating for taxes to be raised on people making over $400K to pay for this child tax credit increase, as well as advocating for other things such as expansion to the ACA or Medicare for all to specifically further reduce income inequities, right? Which is obviously going to benefit the low and the middle class.
Dude, I'm glad that you can read stuff off of Google. That's awesome. But y'all asked me why I liked Trump.
I didn't read that off of Google, but even if I did, that wouldn't make it any less true. But go ahead.
Like, you're rambling around, but you still, you asked me why I like Trump. I told you why I like Trump. He doubled the child tax credit.
Did you hear anything we said? It's going to be expanded even more to a greater extent.
Every 10 years it happens. Okay, great. Well, guess what? Historically speaking, Donald Trump did it. So he gets the credit for it.
Yeah, for less of an increase than what the Harris administration did and is going to do.
Yeah, okay, think about it this way, Redneck. Think about it this way. You're like, Trump good because Trump increased child tax credit, right? But now, when we're facing this election, only Kamala Harris is going to increase it more, right? So now we should...
You don't know that. Everyone that runs for president says they're going to release the JFK files, and then magically when they become president, what happens? They don't release them. Even Donald Trump said he was going to release them, and they didn't. So people running for president do say stuff, and they turn around and do not do it. So you can't say that she's going to do something just because she said it. Politicians lie.
Okay, so you're saying that we can't trust her even though she said that this is something she's going to do. The same way that we couldn't trust like Trump in 2015 when he said he was going to build a wall between the U.S. and Mexico for the bill to Mexico. He built less than 20 miles in foot of the bill to us. I'd say like we especially can't trust Trump, and if that is a negative quality within a presidential nominee, well, obviously this is going to give us big reason not to vote for Trump. He's told some of the biggest lies of any sitting president ever, with the denial of the 2020 election, or just the 30,000 fact-checked lies he told during his 4 years already.
Have you ever heard Joe Biden talk? A lot of the stuff that Joe Biden says is a bunch of lies.
Okay,
Come
you're
on.
going to give it the $5
Yeah, like
on
what
Venmo?
specifically are you referencing?
Like him saying that, I don't know what I can and can't say on here without getting kicked. I'm still kind of trying to learn the new live stuff. But saying that his uncle got 8.
Yeah, so he didn't say that that's going to happen. He said that he just fell in a place that specifically had a lot of people who are known to be cannibals at that time.
He said a lot of lies. He had.
Also, like, first of all, Biden's not running for president. Second of all, I don't really care about his lies because they fell in comparison to Trump's, right? This is like comparing, like someone that like stole a Kit Kat bar from a gas station to someone that robbed a bank for $30 million, right? Like, obviously, speaking
that
here,
back.
Trump is the biggest liar that we've ever had.
Trump always paid his stuff back unless he filed bankruptcy. But okay, so anyhow, you can say what you want, but what about before COVID? Okay, Trump had 7 million new jobs created in America before COVID. Before that hit, he had, I want to say the unemployment was 3.5%.
Yeah,
Yes,
it went
we
down
could
to
actually,
3.4 in April 2023.
and
Okay.
we could reference job creation here. So specifically, the job growth under Trump lagged behind Biden, even when we account for the pandemic.
You
So
can't,
if,
you can't
like,
go
when we-
off of Biden's jobs though, because that was after COVID had hit.
Well, I mean, no,
so
even when
everything
we-
you say is
even when-
invalid.
Even when the effect of the pandemic is excluded, the Trump administration's figures are lower than those of like other recent presidents, such as Biden or even Clinton, for that matter. So what we particularly saw is excluding COVID, Trump added 182,000
Clinton?
jobs to the economy per month. Meanwhile, excluding COVID, Biden and Harris's administration has added 277,000 jobs to the economy per month.
All I'm saying is Trump added 7 million jobs before COVID hit. 7 million positive in the positive from where Obama had left it. So you can say what you want, but Trump was doing pretty good there before COVID happened.
Right, but Biden and Harris have done better. Like, literally speaking, they've done better with 277,000 jobs
So-
back per month in comparison to Trump's 182, and keep in mind that is excluding COVID.
Do you see all the innocent people dying in this world?
What
yeah,
the
there's
hell?
going to be. What? How is that a response to anything we just said?
Well, I'm just saying, he's saying that Harris and Biden were way better. Well, under Trump, there wouldn't be no wars that's going on right
Can you
now.
give me any evidence of that?
Yeah, of course, Donald Trump would have put a stop to that immediately. Do you think that
Can you give me any
Iran
evidence of
or
that?
Russia? You think Iran or Russia would want to mess with someone like Donald Trump with the nuclear buttons?
I don't see why they would specifically be more scared of Donald Trump than anyone else.
That was the craziest pivot
Because
ever.
because here's the deal. All right, so like, all right, Donald Trump is a little bit crazy, and he's not scared to
So
say what he's saying.
you want a crazy person to have access to nuclear codes?
No, but here's how.
No,
it works in a
no,
great
but he's
way.
crazy.
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do.
Why do you want a crazy person to have access to the nuclear codes? You muted yourself. Thank you for that mustache. Thank you so much.
Get on TikTok.
You never get on TikTok Live? You just did.
He muted himself again. Oh, God.
No, my wife. Whenever I get on TikTok Live,
Yo, W-Wife. Can we get some W-Wives in the comment section right now?
goes,
His wife is calling him? Is your wife calling you, sir?
What is she doing? Okay.
W-Wife in the
my
comment
wife,
section right now.
every time I get on TikTok Live.
Thank you so much,
Okay.
wife. I really appreciate you. Thank you. I really appreciate. Thank you, his wife. You are really, really saving us a lot here. Oh my God! Thank you so much.
Still calling him.
Are you ready?
Jeez, thank you so
Okay.
much. Jeez.
Okay.
I really don't know if I could ask for as much as you've given us today. Thank you so much.
Okay, so are you ready to know why I want Trump?
Yeah. Why do you want Chomp?
Instead of okay, or why Trump would have stopped this? Okay.
How would Chomp have stopped this?
Well, as Trump has said, There's multiple reasons, but do you think that
You just said.
no?
Nice,
Do you think Putin wants the world to be over and ended?
Kind of.
No.
I think. Oh, listen. I think Putin wants more, like stuff for Russia.
Yeah,
Wants
like
to
Russian
benefit Russia.
expansion, the whole like reason NATO formed in
Thank
the
you.
first place.
Thank you. Okay.
Threats
exactly.
of nukes are threats, even if Trump or Biden are in office. No matter who is, Trump, Biden, Harris. There's a threat of nuclear weapons from the United States. This idea that it's any different in terms of like this specifically for the better is ridiculous. You're saying it's better that Donald Trump is like more likely to like put us in a nuclear war? What the hell?
It keeps peace, man.
That
That's
does not
what
keep
nuclear
peace.
weapons- It keeps
Bro,
peace.
what the hell are you talking about? No, it does not.
Nobody wants to go. Nobody wants a World War III. Nobody wants that.
Trump is going to make that more likely to happen.
No, he wouldn't.
You just said that.
No, he wouldn't, because nobody would push Trump's buttons because they know what Trump is
Reckless.
going to do.
And
Just
reckless.
like me. Look at me, dude.
Would you say that like Russian expansion would increase the threat of World War III?
Would a Russian expansion increase the chance of World War III?
Yeah.
Like expansion into Ukraine or into
Expansion
Poland?
into Europe.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it could if it went
Just
the wrong way.
another thing I wanted to bring up here. So Putin likes Russian expansion. Maybe the other things that Putin would like would keep this in mind. Putin likes Trump. So if Putin likes Russian expansion and Putin likes Trump, this means that Trump would be more likely to allow Russian expansion than Kamala Harris would be. And if you'd say that Russian expansion would lead to a higher likelihood for World War III to occur, wouldn't this mean that Trump being elected would
What?
lead to a higher likelihood of World War III occurring?
What? Russia didn't.
what? I look
attack
crazy.
anybody.
What?
When Trump was president, Russia didn't touch anybody. They stayed to their own. But when Obama and Biden were president, they did attack Ukraine. Wonder why? They're scared of Trump. They want Biden. Putin has said multiple times he wants Biden to be president. And now Harris.
Yeah, so Biden, no, he's not said Harris.
Well, he probably hasn't been asked yet. But when he gets asked, he's going to say he wants Harris.
Okay, so can you give me any reason to believe that?
Well, he would want the weaker president. He wants the weakest president to run the strongest country. That way he can take over.
He wants the weakest president, and you think Donald Trump is not the weaker president? Even though Donald Trump is going to allow for him to take. So when you say weak comparative to Russia, we're going to say the one who's going to like limit Russian aggression the most is going to be the one that is stronger. So
Yes.
Biden and Harris have limited Russian aggression the most.
No, they have not.
Wait.
Yes, they
Wasn't there
have.
Russian
They literally got almost all of Europe to literally
What
defend
dimension
Ukraine.
are y'all in?
Was there not Russian collusion in the 2016 election, specifically?
What?
not
That was
indicating-
proven.
Russian interference, not Russian collusion.
Russian
That was
interference
proven to
within
be
the
false.
2016
No. What was proven to be false was specifically that there was some sort of relation between Trump and them, but there were people in his administration that did, and it was the case that there was proven that they interfered.
Yeah, so if Russia was interfering in the 2016 election for like pro-Trump propaganda or whatever the hell you want to say, and you'd say that Putin would want the weaker candidate, does this mean that Trump was a weaker candidate in 2016?
No, Lord, no. No.
Thank you.
Is that not the logical
That means
conclusion?
that- okay. If you're gonna have to fight somebody, all right, okay. If you get in a road rage accident, right, and you're yelling at somebody, right, are you gonna want to get out of your car or truck and have a guy that's gonna run and hop back in his car, or are you gonna want some big giant dude to get out and you have to sit there and fight the big giant dude? Would you rather fight the big giant dude, or would you rather have a guy run away from you in fear? Because that's
Athena,
what
thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Athena. Thank you.
Send these
Max,
guys
thank you for
money.
the $5 as well. Lonnie, thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate y'all.
All right.
And Charlotte, thank you for the $5 as well.
I want to
have
go back
mustache
to
as well.
something else. Whatever. We're
Do you think
going
that
to
Trump won the
something for
2020 election?
that. What?
Yeah. Do you think Trump won the 2020 election?
Oh Lord, yeah, I do. 110%. Trump won all the way. Yeah, That's a given. There's proof. Y'all can say,
Wait, what evidence? What evidence do you have of that?
No, it wasn't. Them videos are real. The videos are real.
Okay, so what videos?
The videos are real.
What videos? Oh, WY.
Hang on a second. Christ, hang on. I'm going to literally...
You literally said I'm on the phone, I'll call you back.
Jesus Christ, dude, my wife just don't get it. My wife don't get it. I'm trying to school y'all, and I'm doing a real good job, I might add. I mean, so
No,
far
you're
I'm
not.
pretty sure I'm winning this debate.
Hey,
And
honestly,
I'm
I just want to say, I like you more than the MAGA cultists that like slur and are mean and are derogatory.
Let me address him though.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna tell you that. I'm gonna go to take off for the day, Parker. I appreciate you for letting me out for the ghost, man.
Yeah, for sure, man.
All right, have a good one, and everybody in chat, love you all as well. Bye, guys.
Okay. All right.
Golly.
So you said you
Can y'all hear me?
You think you're,
Can you hear me?
Yes. I
Okay,
hear
I'm
you.
back.
You said you think you're winning. What do you think you're winning on?
Everything we've talked about so far, I have 100% won. Everything. You asked me about Trump, why I liked him. I told you one reason, but that was just one simple reason about the tax credit. That's just one little bitty simple reason that I like Trump.
So you said you won on the child tax credit. That's not. You didn't win on anything there. I literally
Well,
gave you a
I
response to
won
that,
on
and you
the-
didn't respond to anything I said. I said that actually the Harris administration is quite literally doing more.
No, they're not. They're not.
Yes, they
doing
are.
more.
They're advocating to do
Stand.
more. So when you sit there and you say that they're not doing more, what are you basing that on? Because I just gave you a reason to indicate that.
They're claiming that they're going to do more, but they haven't done more yet.
No, they have. In 2021, there was a child tax credit, right? That got extended. That was 36. That is 3,600. That's the one they're bringing back.
Are you talking about
Okay.
COVID?
They also added less to the debt than Trump did. 8.4 trillion under Trump, 4.3 trillion under Biden, 4.8 trillion non-COVID related under Trump, 2.2 trillion non-COVID related under Biden.
Well, what about like everything else Trump did, like trying to get China to pay 200 billion or I think he was forcing Trump. I don't think they ever paid it in full, but they did pay some of it. There are fake websites out there that say that they didn't, but China had to pay $200 billion. What about that? They had to
$200
purchase
billion for what?
$200 billion in
Christian,
American
thank you for the dollar.
exports.
Thank you for the wife. Thank you. What's up?
Did you hear me?
No, I didn't. For what? What did they get 200 billion for?
It was part of the tariff deal that Trump set in place. Trump said that they had to pay $200 billion. Like I said,
Oh no! What you didn't realize is most of that is put. No, I'm playing 2K. What you're not realizing is that most of that is specifically applied to consumers because tariffs are a tax on an import coming into the country.
Yes.
So most of those are passed down to the consumer. So you said that China paid that tariff. No, actually, consumers in the United States paid the tariff mostly.
What? No.
Yeah.
He forced China to buy more products, just like he gave farmers $28 billion. I want to say you could fact check this on
Yeah,
Google.
he had to give farmers money because China put tariffs on us, right? Which reduced how much their goods are valued.
Who paid the
Which
$28
reduced
billion?
how much their goods are valued, which then led to them making less profit. So
Who
he had to-
paid
he had
the
to help them.
$28 billion to the farmers? Where did the money come from?
That came from Trump specifically.
No,
his
it came from
administration.
China.
It came from. It
Look
came
it
from the
up.
administration. Listen, it came from the administration through the context of the tariffs, which again, the tariffs
Yes.
specifically.
Came through the tariffs.
That was paid by American consumers,
Yeah. And then also,
which is not good. We don't want to put the burden onto American consumers to make their goods more expensive.
goods
Isn't that what you're
and
arguing?
Biden.
Isn't that what you're arguing is bad under this administration currently?
No, what was bad is the NAFTA and the TPP. You know what I'm talking about there?
NAFTA and the TPP.
Yes.
So are you against tariffs or for tariffs?
Honestly,
Because what is you don't even know what the TPP is, I bet.
I do.
That
Bill
would
Clinton made
that
it.
would be to decrease tariffs, which specifically, if you're arguing decreasing tariffs, is if you're arguing
that they could tax us buku's amount, but everybody else got the easy end of the stick and got to send whatever they wanted here. But when we sent stuff out under the TPP Act, we had to pay bukus of money to everybody.
you're not listening. Okay, so that specifically is to get rid of tariffs. Those tariffs, if you're saying that getting rid of tariffs is a good thing, well then why is Trump increasing tariffs like on basically everyone a good thing?
Well, we shouldn't have to have tariffs, but the other countries.
Then why is Trump advocating to increase tariffs?
Because other countries aren't playing nicely with us, so we have to do what we have to do to make the other countries
So
play
did
nicely.
you know that them placing tariffs on us hurts them? So like we'll let them do it. Go for it. That hurts them.
We don't.
Thank you so much. That does not hurt us. That hurts them.
Why would we want other countries to hurt? We don't want other countries to hurt.
That's their own decision. So you understand that us putting tariffs on them would hurt everyone even more?
Like, okay.
Because tariffs are a method of war, like in terms of trade war.
I mean, yeah, maybe trade war, I guess, but it's not like a method of like boots on the ground war.
Yeah. You understand there's wars fought in different ways, right? There's an information war.
Just like I said, for people that have joined in here that didn't hear, under Trump, there would be no war in Russia and there would be no invasion of Israel and all that. None of that would have happened.
You're just lying. You're just lying. You're spewing the same bullshit and nonsense that Trump spews. Do you have any good evidence to support that? You're saying the same thing that Donald Trump said on. Did you just watch Aiden's stream where he said this exact fucking thing? Yeah, so it's the same Republican bullshit, right? That, they didn't have the money. Give me any source that indicates that the only reason these events happened is because Iran had their own money.
Gas tax or the gas tariff for one.
No, he completely pivots. Doesn't give me a single source that justifies that. Anthony, thank you for the $15. Can we get some W's for Anthony in the comment section right now? Thank you so much, Anthony.
I don't know exactly what all Trump did to put in place in order to hurt Iran. I know he did something with their gas and made it to where other countries couldn't buy their gas, which stopped Iran from making money. Also, I'll say
this specifically reduced the likelihood of a nuclear peace deal, right? So he took us out of that agreement.
Which I agree with because
that's a bad thing. That's a bad thing. You want peace with Iran, right?
No, I want them to just leave us alone and we'll leave them alone.
That's called peace, genius.
No, it's not. It's called one-sided peace. We want them to have peace, but they don't want us to have peace. You can't. Right. Yeah, you can't coexist with somebody that don't want you to coexist with them.
Okay, so can you give me any source specifically that Iran's going to be able to limit us from being able to coexist with them?
Iran does not like America, no matter who's president. Iran is not
because the United States has been involving itself in Iranian politics for decades.
Yeah, they have been.
Okay.
Like, who gave Iran billions of dollars for one of our traders?
So you're saying that like we got back American hostages, and I don't think that was Iran.
Oh, one of them was a traitor. One of them left his.
Wasn't that Russia? Wasn't it Russia?
No, that was not Russia. That was Iran. Obama brought.
You're thinking Obama. Okay, well I thought you were talking about
Obama.
Something recently with. I thought you were referencing something recently with Biden.
No. It was Obama, which
you're referencing a different scenario.
Yeah. So, anyhow, I still feel like Trump had before.
Wait, so again, you said the election was stolen in 2020. Did you provide any evidence for that? Because I didn't remember hearing any evidence for that.
Yeah, and I think maybe the Dean dude had to leave or something. Or maybe my wife was calling. That's what it was. Golly, that woman can call.
Jeez, bro, you should respect your wife more.
Oh, I do respect her, but man, she can just blow my phone up sometimes. I guess you're not married.
Communication is key, man.
It is, but golly, like it's like every time I get on TikTok, she starts blowing my phone up. Anyhow, so there's video proof. Okay,
I think it was fantastic. Thank you so much.
I don't want to hear it was debunked videos. It's not debunked. It's real videos. People
So there have been lots of court cases around the nation, over 60 plus court
I don't
cases.
believe in courts. I do not believe the courts. I will never believe a court system ever.
Okay. So I have a question. If someone you knew in your life, right, was held legally responsible for child sexual abuse, would you stay friends with them?
It depends on if he was guilty or not.
Thank you for that, Superpower. Thank you so much. All you know about the case is they've been held civilly liable for child sexual abuse unanimously by a jury. Would you stay friends with them? Thank you for the Superpower. Thank you so much.
If he was one of my buddies and he looked me in my eye and said, "Look, Tyson, I didn't do this. They're setting me up to make it look like I did this."
Let's say it was kind of like an acquaintance, right? They're running for school president. You don't really know them that much. Would you still vote for them for school president?
If I didn't know him, then no, probably not. But if it was someone I trusted and I really, really trusted, then yeah.
Thank you so much. So then why would you vote for Donald Trump given that he's been held civilly liable for sexual abuse?
Because I trust the guy. I trust the man. He gave
So
up
you've met him? Have you met him personally?
No, but he gave. I have
What
been
makes
to
you what makes you trust him?
I've been to Mar-a-Lago though, and that's a freaking awesome house. Okay, why do I trust him?
You've been to Mar-a-Lago. Wow, dude.
Yeah,
That seems like a reason to say that he's trustworthy. Am I right?
No. That's not why I think he's trustworthy. No, come on. So he was a billionaire, living a billionaire lifestyle, having the best life an American can have, and he gave up his billionaire lifestyle to run this country. He gave up his billionaire lifestyle to run this country because he loves the people of America.
Yeah, so I don't think it's because he loves the people of America. I think it's because he likes the attention. He wants the people to remember him, to talk about him.
Well, I want people
think
to
that's what he cares about more.
Me, but I care about people.
He gave up his inherited businesses and his bankruptcies, all for President of the United States, to bankrupt the country rather than bankrupting only his businesses.
He wasn't. He was inherited alone.
His dad gave him $400 million.
No, it was $10 million.
It was $400 million. $400 million.
I think his dad gave him $10 million.
$400 million.
Maybe $40 million. But whatever. I wish I had a dad that would do that. That'd be awesome. But
yeah, I know that would be great, but that doesn't mean I'm a great businessman. That means that Daddy gave me money.
Okay, which means he lived a lifestyle of being a multi-millionaire, and he gave that lifestyle up to fight.
He's been living that genius. He's been living that his whole life. That's all he's ever known.
Yeah, okay? And he gave that up.
So for attention. He didn't give it up. He still has that life.
He had all the attention in the world.
He did not have all the attention. He has significantly more attention now that he's president of the United States than if he wasn't president.
Yeah, man, but he had plenty of attention. He didn't.
I think he wants more attention. He wants legacy, right? And he doesn't get that to the same degree if he didn't have that before. Now at this point, he's continuing at this point to be able to make sure that he doesn't go to jail. That's what he's continuing.
Okay, so you think the only reason why Trump is running president that's the only reason, for fame.
One of the only reasons, for fame and for staying out of prison.
Well, I mean, if you want to get down to it, who in their right mind wouldn't run for president for the fame and to be in the history books?
Me, I don't care about being in history books. I don't care about fame. I want to benefit people.
I want to be in the history books like William Wallace. Freedom!
Dude, if your goal is to be in the history books rather than to make things better, I think your priorities aren't very much in line. They're more in line with your own self-interest than they are with the benefit of people around you and society as a whole.
No, but I just said William Wallace. I want to be in the history books like William Wallace for freedom. Braveheart, dude. Braveheart.
Okay. So you say that it's for freedom, but then you're voting for someone who's restricting women's access to abortion. You're voting for someone who's quite literally saying that we should put people in prison for burning the American flag, which is determined by the Constitution to be constitutionally protected by the First Amendment. That's who you're voting for, and it seems like you don't care.
You can't burn something next to a building. That could be considered arson.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. He just said burn the American flag in general.
I don't think you should burn the American flag. I think
No, I'm not saying you should burn the American flag. What I'm saying is that he thinks it should be illegal.
in a perfect world, I guess it could be, but it's not a perfect world. So
Do you think it should be illegal?
heck yeah, it should be.
yeah?
If you burned the American flag, our ancestors died for that baby,
Jesus
dude.
Christ, bro.
My
Yeah,
brothers have died for it.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
You burn our flag in our country, you go to jail. Mandatory 2 weeks. You do it
What
again,
happened?
2
Reckless,
years.
what happened to freedom?
Freedom. Yeah, that's to protect our
Freedom! Freedom! Put people in prison for, exercising their freedom! Freedom! Freedom!
Don't burn the American flag though. That's disrespect to all the people.
Yeah, do you think
Gotta die for that flag.
do you think burning the pride flag should be illegal?
I don't give a rat's butt about the pride
Wait,
flag.
but isn't that disrespectful?
What I care about is the Tennessee Vols
But
in
sir,
America.
isn't that disrespectful?
No, it's not disrespectful.
To burn the pride flag is absolutely
You can
disrespectful.
burn it. To me, you can burn any flag you want. Just don't burn the American flag.
Okay, so again, you understand that burning other flags is absolutely disrespectful, yet you only think it should be illegal to burn the American flag. Appreciate. So
Right.
again, what you're not acknowledging there is that that's against freedom.
Dude that just messaged me.
All
asking
you're
for my
saying is that
Venmo,
you have the freedom to be dumb.
donate the money to somebody, to a charity. I don't want the money, but appreciate the message. What were you saying? Give it to this guy.
Yeah, so this isn't freedom. This is literally you saying that people should be thrown in prison for exercising their free speech.
I think if you burn the American flag,
That's free speech.
Well, it's not a speech. It's burning something. I mean, you really shouldn't be.
That's what the Supreme Court indicated. It was constitutionally protected by the First Amendment.
Yeah, but what about the EPA? I mean, you're burning like harsh chemicals that are going up into the sky.
I don't see how that's relevant.
Well, I mean, it should be against the law, really, to burn any flag because it's under the EPA.
So you think it should be illegal to burn any flag? Like you should go to prison for a year?
I don't think you should go to prison for a year for burning a simple flag.
So,
no.
okay, so why should you go to prison for burning the American flag for a year?
Because I didn't say a year. Put
You did
somebody
say a
in jail.
year. That's what he said. Donald Trump said a year.
Well, Donald Trump also can sometimes talk out of his butt, you know? I mean, I love Trump. I'm a Trump guy, but Trump sometimes just
Love
says some
Trump.
off-the-wall stuff. Okay? We can all agree with that. Look at that!
Jessica with the lion! Holy fucking shit! Thank you so much for the lion! Can we get some W's for Jessica in the comment
Oh,
section right now? Thank you so much for the lion! Holy shit! Thank you so much. It's been a long time since I've seen that. That's crazy. Thank you so much for the lion. Can we get some W's for them in the comment section
Oh,
right now?
crap.
Thank you so much.
That scared me.
Yeah, I know, it's really loud. And Rhonda, thank you so much for the $25 on Cash App. Thank you so much. Kay, thank you for the $5. Jim, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. But get some W's, everyone, for Jessica in the comment section right now. Thank you so much. But yeah, what were you saying, Reckless?
I don't know, dude. That just threw me off. Holy crap. That thing came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it did come out of nowhere.
Wow. So, okay, well, here, I want to go back on one thing that the Dean guy said real
Thank
quick.
you, everyone.
He was saying people that make over $400,000 a year was he saying that? I know you don't want to speak for him. I wish he didn't leave, but he said something about if you make over $400,000, you should get taxed more.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, on the income over $400,000 a year, you should get taxed more so that we can decrease child poverty. That would be great.
Yeah. Okay. So I make over $400,000 a year, right?
Yeah, cool. All your income over $400,000 a year, I'm okay with taxing that at a higher rate
Wow.
to ensure children do not starve.
I have children. I don't want to starve.
Yeah, dude, your children aren't gonna starve because we get more money from your income above 400K. I think you're gonna be fine.
But here's the problem though. So like my employees, like my employee today.
No, Reckless. It's only on your income. So if your personal income is 400K or above, only the personal income above 400K would be taxed at the slightly higher rate.
I understand. So with my company, right? Like one of my companies.
Those are all
my main
deducted.
company,
That's not taxable income.
with my main company, okay, I make personal income, I definitely make over $400,000. But okay, so I have multiple employees. I have a bunch of employees.
Yeah, dude, then you're gonna be fine. If you make personally over $400,000 a year, chill, bro. You're gonna be chilling.
I used to give my employees a raise every year. I have not gave my employees a raise in 2 years because of how hard it is out here right now. And I feel
And you're making over $400,000 a year, so you didn't take a slight pay cut to be able to give your employees a raise?
But see, here's the thing that people don't understand. I might make $800,000.
Thank you. $800,000 a year, and you're complaining about being taxed a little bit more. I can't, bro. It's just ridiculous.
What I do with that money is I reinvest it. I buy more equipment. I buy houses. You know, I do stuff to make generational
if you reinvest that money, that's deductible.
Someone just said a liar.
That's not your taxable income, Reckless. You know this as someone who runs a business. You're just saying this.
No, I'm not. I'm not just saying this. I have to like like when I pay my employees, right? I have to pay workman's comp. I've got to pay their taxes. I mean, I have a lot of stuff I have to pay for.
Payroll tax?
Yeah, I have to pay payroll taxes to the state of Tennessee, which I pay it quarterly. Every quarter, my CPA.
Reckless, you are chilling, bro. You make $800,000 a year. You're fine.
Hopefully, I'll make more than that. But under Trump,
Reckless, if you save half of your money, you're fucking chilling, bro. You're like, dude. I don't know why you're tripping out over the slightly increased taxes that are going to exist under the Harris administration for people's income over $400K.
If I make more money, my employees will start.
Actually, maybe instead of getting taxed, you should be incentivized to give that money to your employees. That's actually what it is. Is that when we do trickle down economics, the business doesn't have the incentive to give it to their employees, right, or get taxed. You know what I mean? So they're more likely to give it to their employees if instead they're gonna have to pay it to the government.
I can say this: under Trump, I was getting taxed like a total of 15%. So, say 15% of every dollar that goes into any of my banking accounts, because the freaking IRS has to audit me. So, any dollar that goes into my bank, under Trump, 15 cents went out. Under Joe Biden, 33 cents goes out. That's what my CPA told me, who's a certified from the IRS to be able to do taxes.
Well, they're not certified to tell you that we're still under Trump's tax plan, apparently. Like, what the fuck? Why did they not tell you that? What the fuck is wrong with them? We are literally still under Trump tax policy.
I wish we were. We're definitely not.
We are. I promise you. I promise you, we are still under Trump tax code.
I wish we were. We're not.
We literally are.
I just did my taxes a few months ago. My CPA in Hendersonville, Tennessee, literally told me we do not have taxes. No, Joe Biden changed every bit of that.
No, he didn't.
He had to have, because my CPA told me. So why would
your CPA, if he told you that Biden did it, is dumb. I'm sorry to break it to you. That CPA has no clue what they're talking about.
I don't know. I could look it up, I guess, real quick.
The boxing glove. Thank you so much.
Hang on.
I would not go to that CPA. Okay, they have no reason to believe that was caused by Harris, given that the tax policy is still Trump tax policy.
No, Joe Biden did something to where it went up 15%. Whatever Joe Biden did.
Yo, Jessica with the Leon. Thank you so much. Can we get some W's for Jessica and Candy? Thank you so much for the community fest. Thank you. W's for Jessica in the comment section right now. Thank you. Yes, I don't know what your point is. Sen, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. They said L for this guy. That's rough. That's rough. Mark, thank you for the $20 on Cash App. Thank you so much, Mark. I really appreciate that. W Mark. Here, actually, Reckless, I have a question. Can you name one Trump policy that he influenced to get passed that benefit the middle class more than it benefit rich people?
Yeah, hang on. Yeah, the tax cut or the child credit.
So the tax credit that you're referencing, that actually that's part of the Tax Cut and Jobs Act. Most of the Tax Cut and Jobs Act went to people who are. I appreciate the sunglasses. Thank you so much. Were in the top 1% or the top 20%. So that's mostly rich people.
Well, I got the tax credit. I got kids.
Dude, I'm sorry, bro, but like I'm gonna be totally honest with you. The child tax credit's gonna be higher under the Harris administration. I've told you this multiple times. If you have kids under the age of 5, okay, I don't understand why you're arguing this.
Well, you say that, but you don't know 100% that that's what's going to happen. They're just saying
that is the proposed policy of the Harris administration.
Proposed policy, but it's not
the Biden-Harris administration, which is going to be extended by Harris.
It's not the policy, though. They never did it.
The policy the Harris administration is going to apply is going to be released on like after convention. But what you're not understanding is that that's an extension of the Biden-Harris policy. That's how they were going to deal with taxes. Potato, they were the potato. Thank you so much, Candy.
Hell.
Okay. All right. Well, so the Tax Cut and Jobs Act didn't benefit the middle class more than it benefit rich people. So can you mention one policy that Trump influenced to get passed that benefit the middle class more than it benefit rich people?
Yeah, he uplifted. Was it Brazil? Brazil had to give more money. No, Brazil had to buy $180 million of U.S. wheat every year. That's one thing that helped us.
Okay, so they had. I appreciate they had a mustache. Thank you so much. What policy was that?
Jesus Christ. Sorry, my computer's being retarded here. I can't say that word.
Using a slur is crazy, bro. Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024. Let's get this next person up here, y'all. Only send a guest request if you will vote for Trump in 2024, y'all. Yo, what's up? How old are you?